who hath delivered us from the power of darkness, and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature, for by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church. That means the church is the body of Christ. It's not a denomination. It is you, those who are sanctified, who are the temple of God. He is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto himself. By him, I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven. And you, who were sometime alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now hath he reconciled in the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight. If you continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which you have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister. So I hope you understand what the hope of the gospel is. And if you don't, let me help you. It is that you will be cleansed of all sin, that you will now be unblameable, that you will be holy, that you will be unreprovable before God. No longer in sin, no longer a friend of this world, separated and holy, the obedient children of God, who have not only hope here to be saved and delivered from the power of darkness, but that you have a inheritance in heaven, everlasting life, and to rule and reign with Christ. I hope you understand. Many people just don't count it as something that's important anymore.